are you waiting for? Punch him in the face! Kick his ass, you numpty brats! Kill him! Now hold on. Hold on a bloody minute! I seen your act! I ain't done nothing you not done!
Black Mask, put a bounty on my head. Where is he?
I don't keep tabs on every geezer with a grudge. You're not a popular bloke in this town.
You're running out of time.
Wait. Lacey Towers. There was a murder. It was supposed to be his same house. Or Black Mask. He's got problems of his own, I'd say. Someone broke in there.
It appears the game is over before it even begins. I'm not playing games, Slade. Tell me where I can find Black Mask.
Make no mistake, I'm killing you for the money, but that won't stop me.
It's over, Slade. What are you? Nice seeing you, Batman. Feel free to let yourself out.
I can't let Penguin get away. There's more I need to ask him. I have to get up to that balcony. The device Deathstroke was using should do the trick.
You'll have more luck getting into a nun's skivvies than getting into this room. Go on then, beat it a bit harder. Really make me feel it. Well, as you can see, I got me answer. Have a Merry Christmas, and piss off.
Alfred, see if you can find any information on a murder at Lacey Towers.
Looks like the police are on the scene now, sir. Oh, and this is interesting. They're saying Black Mask is the victim.
Black Mask dead. I'm on my way there now. The remote claw I took from Deathstroke could be useful here. Alfred, get GCPD to take a look at the final offer. More to Dixon Docks. They'll find Slade Wilson tied up and waiting for them, along with some of Penguin's illegally obtained weapons.
Another anonymous tip? Will do, sir.
Oppressed citizens of Gotham, your cries for help have been heard. I am Anarchy, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city. Those hired and elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. And why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye. If they won't act, I will. At dawn's first light, the sources of Gotham's ruin will be destroyed. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming of propaganda and consumerist garbage.
As if there isn't enough going on tonight. I should hurry to Lacey Towers before the cops destroy all the evidence from the crime scene Penguin mentioned.
Man, I was hoping to get a minute of your time. See, I've got a story to tell you. About crime and violence. Greed and vengeance. But it's also a story of redemption. Of second chances. Of change. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice. So, I offer you one. Let them detonate, or stop them. Your actions will determine what I do with you. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight...
Whoa, easy now. I ain't looking for a fight. Got a message, that's all. Anarchy says if you're gonna make a withdrawal, you better do it soon.
Or stop them. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice. So, I offer you one. Let them detonate, or stop them. Your actions will determine what I do with you. Actions will determine what I do with you.
Any available homicide unit, please respond to 187 at Bowery. Officers on scene report victim appears to have fallen from a nearby building.
We'll have a new system. Better one.
That's a Batman!
They say money makes the world go round. It also excellent shackles. You're tied to your job, your mortgage, to buy the next shiny thing your overpriced television suggests you. Imagine what we could accomplish if only someone would set us free.
Alfred, we've got a problem.
So I saw. This Anarchy fellow mentioned 3 bombs, which means 2 still remain.
I need to find them.
I've no doubt you will, sir.
I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest.
We got it good here. All this talk about the bat, guy freaks me out. That's just some story people tell each other. He's like a boogeyman with wings. As in, there's no...
Who is he? That's the guy! That's the guy! Oh no!
We got action!
Police know the victim fell from a nearby building, but there's not much else in the file. His identity might shed some light on things. Brian Murphy, an account manager at the Gotham Merchants Bank. Cause of death, internal injuries sustained on impact. Now I know what happened. Time to find out how and why. This blood spatter indicates a high-velocity impact. I should check the roof. The railing here is broken. Was it an accident, or was he pushed? Two sets of footprints means the victim wasn't alone, and the scattered paperwork suggests he had a briefcase. I need to find that. Interesting. There are two sets of fingerprints here. One belongs to the victim, the other to Robert Haynes, a well-known con artist. Alfred, I need the last known location of Robert Haynes. I'll send over everything I've got in case it helps.
No need, sir. I already have a search area. Check your display. driver's licenses that say we're the guys. And as far as the bank's concerned,
You're drawn to me. Go on, admit it. Like little moths to the light. Head on over. You want to know what I'm selling? If you don't, too bad. You can't shut me up any more than you can the billboards, or the branding on your clothes, the flyers that litter the streets, or the sound bites that clog the air. I'm in your face. I'm in your head. Just like them. But I'm the menace? Here I am trying to educate. But you don't want to hear it. You just want to buy it. Only if everyone else does too. You're drawn to me. Go on, admit it. Like little moths. Get on over. You want to know what I'm selling? Don't? Too bad.
Enough! I give up! What do you want?
What happened to Brian Murphy?
We had a deal. He gave me the account numbers. I faked being a client and cleared out the account. In exchange, he gets a cut. It's a con I run 100 times. But then he starts to get nervous, tries to back out.
So you threw him off a roof?
I couldn't risk him warning the bank or going to the cops. I had to protect my interests.
And how'd that work out for you? Ow.
I've planted 3 bombs. You're drawn to me. Go on, admit it. Like little moths to the light. Get on. You want to know what I'm selling? If you don't, too bad. You can't shut me off any more than you can the billboards, or the branding on your clothes, the flyers that litter the streets, or the sound bites that clog the air. I'm in your face. I'm in your head. Just like them. But I'm the menace? Here I am trying to educate. You don't want to hear it. You just want to buy it.
We gotta shut him down to shut him up. Otherwise, we'll never be free.
You're drawn to me. Go on, admit it. I've planted 3 bombs. Like little moths to the light. Get on over. You want to know what I'm selling?
this, boss!
Sick of being manipulated. I'm not some corporate tool.
It's right there! You're gonna fight all of us?
I've planted
Backs on the attack!
Get a piece of that ash then. He's hurt.
Cops investigating this crime should have a relay station set up. It'll look like a mobile satellite dish, probably on a rooftop.
Rubio, what's your 20?
On the balcony for a smoke with a menace.
Those men on the balcony, that could be my way in.
This shut case. Penguin murdered Black Mask and his lady friend. I mean, we found the bastards' little fingerprints right by the bodies. Yeah, we got Penguin now.
I'd like to see him squirm out of this one. That's gotta be him.
Police believe Penguin murdered Black Mask, but why would he send me here if he was the killer? It doesn't add up. This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field. I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend. Or one of them at least. She was no angel, long list of priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here. The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room. It may have been intended to destroy evidence. The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height. But the grooves on the floor suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair. This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height, but the pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground. These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed. If he didn't kill Black Mask, who did? The only thing I know for certain is that Tiffany's shooter was lying on the floor. But why? These white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were 2 other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging the shooter. The location from which the male victim was shot may tell me more. The DNA here doesn't belong to either of the victims. Whose is it? The fight broke out when someone startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight. It could have been either one of them. I should review the evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter. Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket. This fabric swatch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues. This DNA is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days. If I review the evidence, I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked. She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker. Someone killed Black Mask, but this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here? Or is he one of the assassins? I have a body, an unknown shooter, and an unknown assailant who attacked the shooter. I need to match the DNA samples against the records in the National Criminal Database to identify who was in the room. Alfred, I need access to the National Criminal Database.
Well, the only way to do that would be to infiltrate the Gotham City Police Department.
Then that's where I'm going.
Sir, you'd need to physically hack into their servers. If you insist on doing something that foolish, you'll need a powerful, non-lethal weapon. I recommend coming back here to pick up your concussion detonator.
Not a bad idea.
This part won't be in my report.
Come in, 8-2. Dispatch, Delta 4-4. Can you raise Delta 8-2?
Stand by, 4-4. Delta 8-2. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, report. Delta 4-4, no response from 8-2. Please proceed inside to confirm 8-2 status.
10-4, dispatch.
Available units, stand by for status update on potential assignment.
Hold still, damn it! This is one hell of a fight!
You saved us, so I'm gonna let you go, just this once. Next time I see you, I'm taking you in.
Don't look at me like that. You don't know what it's like to have to share a street with you.
Nothing wrong! Come on, let's get out, Pete! Slow down a minute!
What drives them? Is it justice? Honor? No. They want power, and the badge gives it to them. So those we look to for protection instead inspire fear. Gotham is a prison, and the police its wardens. To protect and serve, their motto goes. And they do. Protect and serve themselves. We live in fear of their gaze, their billy clubs and guns. When they walk down the streets, we avert our eyes. We tremble when they speak. Who are these people, really? What drives them? Is it justice? Honor? No. They want power, and the badge gives it to them. And so those we look to for protection instead inspire fear. Gotham is a prison, and the police its wardens.
Anarchy's right, you know. Cops don't care about us. We'd be better off without them. You already knew that, didn't you?
Theories, gays, the billy clubs, guns. When they walk down the streets, we avert our eyes.
Trying to enter the GCPD without your concussion detonator. It's waiting for you here at the Batcave.
It happened, you know, afterwards, with the cops all gone. Most of them are so crooked we'll be safer without them. But someone's got to keep the peace. Not someone.
Everyone. See, this is bad! Why won't you join us? Revolution is... We will bring down the mighty! This is a reckoning!
Interesting. Even after knowing all you did about the places I targeted, you spared them.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Disappoint me? Not at all. Come on down to the courthouse so we can continue Gotham's trial. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice. So, I offer you one. Let them detonate, or stop them. Your actions will determine what I do with you.